Hello everyone, my name is Nichakarn, and my topic is development of aluminum formwork panel quantity optimization tool in building construction by using building information modeling and harmony search algorithm. Okay. First of all, let me introduce myself. Currently, I'm studying in second year's master in construction engineering and management, Chiang University, and my interest is using BIM and AI for construction and management. Here is the overview of my presentation today. I'm gonna start with a research background and then objective and principles and literature review and research methodology. Okay, so let's start with research background. The construction industry in Thailand has been upward and the economy is growing at the same time, causing the construction value is causing the instruction value to increase accordingly. So as you can see from the chart, the up to 60% is the construction material cost. So the entrepreneurs have seen these problems, so they turn to focus on management and control of the construction materials cost or equipment that affect the cost of construction materials. And most of the buildings in Thailand are reinforced concrete structure, and the contractors still construct following the conventional construction method. So the timber formwork is typically used, but it's not that durable. It cannot be reused, so it becomes wasteful materials. So some companies have seen this problem, so they turn to use aluminum formworks due to its potential because it can be reused up to 300 times throughout their life cycle, and also easily to it's also easy to install and disassembly. But using aluminum formworks still needs some design and planning before use because there are a lot of sizes of the panel and components. So yeah, it still needs the design and planning. But if there is some design and planning before the installation, the mistakes or errors still can occur because in some building is more complex. So it's gonna affect to the construction period and the budget. So some companies turn to use some technologies to solve those problems. And BIM and AI are those two technologies that the company or contractors use because the combination of BIM and AI technologies can show the potential to manage the complex or uncertain construction projects. And here is the concept of the research background. I would like to use BIM and AI to manage the aluminum formwork panels to help decision making, reduce error and mistakes, and also increase the productivity and efficiency in the construction, which can control construction costs and time. And here is my objective. The first objective is to create the instructions to retrieving elements information from 3D building for aluminum formwork panel management in building construction. And the second one is to create the AI algorithm or optimization algorithm with which collaborate with BIM for aluminum formwork panel management in building construction. The next one is the principles and literature review of my thesis. Here you can see the aluminum formwork. There are a lot of components and also have different sizes of the panels, and it also have like the panels for each element of the building, such as beam, column, and also have like deck panels. Yes. So as I mentioned before, the the design and planning is like has significantly for the planning. Yeah. And here is some research about aluminum formwork management in construction. So the first one, there is some researcher. They use BIM for construction and design of aluminum formwork, and it can help to reduce the cost of construction. And for the second one is also the highlight one from Kwon. He's also NTU student. Yeah, he applied BIM and developed and assisted to plan the aluminum formwork, but he focuses on beam column buildings. And he found that it can save the planning time up to 50% compared to the 2D CAD. Yeah. And here is another highlight one. Lee developed a model for planning the use of aluminum formwork in high-rise building by using harmony search algorithm or HSA to maximize the number of standard formwork and minimize the total number of formwork used. In this research, Lee said that the number of standard formwork, if you can maximize it, it's gonna be like can save the cost of the aluminum formwork, yeah, compared to the non-standard panels. And here is some principle about BIM. BIM is a technology and process that has been continuously developed. It's about parametric design. It can present like physical information of the building. And here is the application of BIM. There is some researcher using Revit for design the MEP system and also use Dynamo. That is an add-on program. So the Dynamo can help reduce the work time because it reduces problems and redundant work steps. So from this research, the Dynamo is quite interesting. So I did some literature review about Dynamo, and I found that there is some researcher he applied Python script nodes in Dynamo to enable the designers to adjust the calculation factors to design the timber formwork. And another one, they use a genetic algorithm, which is one of optimization technique with the Dynamo through the Python script node as well. Okay, so from those literature review, as you can see, Dynamo also can use with Python script node, right? So it becomes my idea to use the Dynamo to create some script. Okay. And here is the artificial intelligence or AI. As you can see on the diagram, you will see that the optimization is one of sub-fields of AI. So optimization is a mathematical and computational method for finding the most suitable solution or value of a problem for all possible solutions. And the goal of the optimization is to maximize or minimize the number of functions or problems, which is the best creation for solving that problems. But the optimization also have many like types. So from the literature review, this one, as I mentioned before, is the highlight one. So the harmony search algorithm was used for planning the use of aluminum formwork, and this research, the researcher compared the efficiency between harmony search algorithm and genetic algorithm, and they found that the harmony search algorithm give better results compared to the genetic algorithms. So I think it's quite interesting, and then I decided to use harmony search algorithm in my thesis. Okay, here is the background of the harmony search algorithm. HSA was invented by Dong Wu team as a meta-heuristic optimization. It comes from the idea of musician improvisation, where musicians search for the most suitable notes to create a perfect harmony. And here from the chart, you can see that the trend of using the harmony search is increasing. And for all of the literature review, this is my concept of the thesis. So the first way, the contractor will use building plans with the number and size of alu forms in the stock, right? And then they use BIM to get the actual usage of the number and size of alu forms. But they still need some manual work, so it's a little bit time consuming. So there are some research that use optimization technique with building plans and number and size of alu forms in the stock, but there is no like visualization. So I think the better way is combination of BIM and optimization technique to manage the aluminum formwork, or to get the appropriate number and size of actual use of aluminum formworks. And here is my research methodology. I'm gonna start with collecting data, which can be divided to building sample and aluminum formwork system. And after that, I'm gonna retrieve the physical information by creating a dynamo script for aluminum formwork calculation. After that, I'm gonna link the harmony search algorithm to the dynamo script and process the algorithm following the decision criteria with the harmony search algorithm. If it's okay, just conclude the result. Here is the first method, which is collecting building information and aluminum formwork panels. In the right side is the building sample, and the left side is the information of the aluminum formwork panels. And the second method is creating a dynamo script to retrieve information from the 3D building models. And here is the dynamo script, and I have to do some research about the hierarchy in the Revit. Yeah. And the last one, after we get the script, okay, I will connect humbly search algorithm to the dynamo script. And the result that I expect is the minimum number of aluminum formwork usage and list of the size used of the panels. Yeah. And right now I'm still like my thesis is still ongoing, so there is no results much, just like the script that I show you on the presentation. Okay, thank you for your attention.